Hi, my name is John Hermes, and I'm going to be doing my reflection video for the Interpretive Solutions project that we did for Business 489 with Dr. Dan Su. One of the I have three big takeaways that came from this project, and the first of that is communication. Obviously, communication is going to be talked probably by every single student that does one of these videos, but it is so important, and especially when you're doing an online class and you have a big group like this, a lot of the work can be done by one person, but when you work as a group, it's a melting pot of those ideas, and so we really tried to do that as a team. Maybe it wasn't meet every week because Taylor was really good with once we got that initial idea out and he was our captain, he was really good at implementing that idea. But if we needed to meet to like how we wanted to progress in the future, it was a little bit hard to get past the scheduling and stuff like that. We tried different ways of how we would meet too, and then we ended up landing on using Zoom for conference calls and stuff like that. But yeah, that communication, and then once you have your team and your idea as a team, it's working together and having that clear idea to just keep moving forward and progress and decide, is our idea what we want to do? And once you figure out, is that the idea that we're going to roll with, just work and pound that out as a team. Another big takeaways is budgeting. Like with communication and having a clear, concise idea with what you want to do, you have to do that obviously with budgeting because there's limits and limitations with how much you can spend on invest in your company. So it's really, once we came up with our idea that we wanted to be a cheaper option and go that way, it's really figured out what planes we want to use based on what we're going for and the cost effective and stuff like that. So once we figured out what we wanted to do and kept going with it, we had to then take and look, how do we overcome obstacles that we encounter. For instance, our group the last 2 weeks we were one of the top companies, but now I don't know if we are the top company. We're probably the top two, and we just need to figure out, and this kind of leads into the next thing I was going to talk about, which is risk taking. But we're going to have to figure out how we're going to change our business model, since I think with what we have, we're just ended up at a plateau. I don't know if we'll be able to expand. So I might have to look at ourselves and be, okay, well, if we were going to be here, what are we going to do to stop this plateau and keep the upward trend growing? So I think this is a really good project, and I would like to thank Dr. Dan for doing this for us and having this as an option to learn. Thanks.